Baby, listen, the devil works hard, but Miss Shawnee O'Neal works even harder.
Let's talk about it.
I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
My test results.
What's it say?
You failed.
What?
Boy, I'ma slap you in the animation.
Ow.
Oh.
I fucking love it. I love it. I love it. Just that joke alone tells me that this is about to be a good ass show.
You're literally sleeping on the job.
I'm not. But if I was, what better advertisement than me sleeping on a mattress? You want me wide awake on a mattress? I know what I'm doing.
I'm about to start saying that now for no reason at all. No rhyme or reason at all. You want me wide awake on a mattress? I am Rochelle, and Rochelle is me.
I'm hearing some rumors about you. I can't say I'm surprised that you answered the call of the streets. I understand that, gang. Like,
not answered the call of the streets.
Without further ado, let's bring out Bianca.
Now, why is everybody booing her? Now y'all want to cheer for her. I would have beat everybody in the audience the fuck up. Nah, y'all wanted to boo. Keep booing. Keep booing.
Fake out here.
Can
You
we
see
talk
me?
about it? Can we talk about
Everybody
it?
got emotions. Everybody.
See, Janisha, all of that. All of that. It wouldn't have been me. Tommy, get your fucking ass over here before I fuck your ass up. Sit the fuck down, you cokehead. Sit down.
I am fearful of what my mom will do.
Okay, what in the Nicki Minaj? What in the Scotty the Thotty with the body Minaj? What is going on? So everybody just copying Nicki Mac got a look.
I hear Ashley.
hi. Oh my God, this cut out.
Ashley, where's the part on that wig? Ashley, why are you arriving to this event with this sheet and wig? It's giving Real Housewives a pedestrian.
I come through and I party like a rock star. I drop it like it's hot. Your girl just want my toy. Just stay playing.
Wait, Jocelyn, what the? Jocelyn, my girlfriend, wait, hold on. What'd she just say?
Party like a rock star. I drop it like it's hot. Your girl just want my toy. Just stay
Okay.
playing that but I fix it.
Your girl just want my twat.
Like ladies want my nana. I love a little tongue, but like to lick it up a night.
Jocelyn is gay. Get the off the TV. I'm not watching that.
She over the balcony talking about something. I heard you tell them to take my rings off, bitch, because you're not supposed to have rings in here at all.
She always sound like she out of breath. You know who she remind me of when she talk? She remind me of Miss Deb Bentley. But it's this Deb's House, season 2.
They told me yesterday that they're gonna shut you wrong.
Yo, y'all gotta go where y'all fuck the wig, go in the room, down.
Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mind your business. I'm being cool. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Sorry, you doing too much talking. See, if I was on this show, came through, drip, right in the pool. Huh? I didn't know you was going for a nighttime swim. Hold on. Let me get my bikini.
I'm not barking.
Stop to look at me with your goddamn.
I mean, they got the drama, so that's good for this show. But I mean, like, is anybody gonna be funny?
Face it. Stay in your goddamn lane.
In my lane?
Yeah.
No.
Eat this bitch.
She just gagged me a little. I'm definitely adding that to the ad.
Sorry.
I'm definitely adding that to the promo. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Cheat, and we are back for another Basketball Wives tea video. How? Okay, it's the first time we're zooming it. Hopefully, one of many more videos to come. Child, y'all know I love me some basketball. Well. I mean, I used to love Basketball Wives, and then kind of like everybody else, I kind of fell off, and then now I'm back into it because last season was actually really, really good. Okay, last season was actually really, really good. Okay, and they try to sneak in actually Laura at the last second. She didn't show up to the reunion, but now Carlos King, he always got to be involved somehow, some way. He now sitting down with Laura, and we got all of this tea that's now coming out and being spilled. And child, it's making for a very good new season of Basketball Wives to come. So I can't wait for them to sit down and film again, because Laura is promising to get into it with the girls. But before we get into all of that, we got to get into the tea that Laura spilled, okay? Go ahead and like this video so we can get into it.
The universe is P double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these little niggas need. How you gonna escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, I get who I am. Every day is numbered in this lifespan. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about a God's plan. I wanna be happy, doing what I please. Trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy, doing what I please. Trying to do what I need, whatever it takes to be free.
Okay, now I always got to remind people that, like, when it comes to Basketball Wives, people have to understand there was Basketball Wives Miami, and then it was Basketball Wives LA. And Basketball Wives Miami ran till about 2013, 2012, because then it had got canceled. But Basketball Wives LA was a show that was still on. So after a certain season, I think it was like Basketball Wives LA season 5, that's when, Shawnee decided to go over to LA and hijack the show along with Evelyn and Tammy. And then eventually, after enough time of hijacking the show, they took Basketball Wives LA and then rebranded it as regular Basketball Wives, even though Miami had got canceled. So LA was always the superior show. It's just that after Miami got canceled, like I said, Shawnee decided to take her girls and go hijack Jackie Christie's show. Nonetheless, though, Basketball Wives LA season 1 and season 2 was definitely one that popped off. Okay, because Laura was on the show popping off. Okay, we remember that fight that she got into it with Malaysia. Okay, we remember that she got into it with Malaysia. And if you remember, Draya was most hated on the show. And at the time, we all thought that Draya was most hated because she was a hoe. And apparently, it was a little bit more than that. So that's the tea that Laura is getting into now. And before we actually get into all of that, let's go ahead and get into what Malaysia had to say.
When Draya became like the fan favorite, that some of the girls were jealous of that.
I don't think that they were jealous. I just think that they were more like they knew I'm still finding out things. So while I was filming, there was a lot of things that I didn't know about Draya, which I wouldn't care anyway, because I'm the type of person, how you treat me is what I go off on. I don't really care what you did in your past life and what you're doing. As long as you're a good person to me and mine, we're all good. But from what I'm hearing, that there's other things that I cannot speak to that was going on, and that's why they didn't like her. I was like, I just found out some shit like a week ago that I was like, that makes sense. So I feel like that's the reason, and they can't say why they didn't like her. So it wasn't that she was fan favorite. It was like some personal shit.
Allegedly sleeping with some of the men of the cast members.
Laura.
Allegedly.
Laura.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. I mean, yeah.
And allegedly.
You know what?
No, it's all alleged. It's all alleged.
It's alleged. Yeah. But alleged is like fake. Alleged means it's done. So miss me with the alleged shit. But yeah, it was stuff that was done personally to that person, and she was fighting it but couldn't explain it because of legal reasons. So I'm not going to say that person was jealous. She was not. She had all right to be angry.
Now, mind you, this interview was done, child, I don't know, earlier during the year. Child, I don't know. Whenever Malaysia was in the news and the blog feeds, that's probably when his interview was done. Because y'all know Carlos King, if your name is in the media, he gonna find a way to get an interview done with you ASAP, so he could talk about how he connected to you. Remember that time in 1996 when he helped you, you know, pick the gum out of your head before you went onto the set, or that time where you had tissue stuck at the bottom of your shoe and he told you before you did that scene with Evelyn Lozada. Like, he always gonna find a way to bring it back to him. So I'm sure that at whatever point that Malaysia was circulating in the blogs this year, that's probably when this interview dropped. But nonetheless, that's what she had to say. And so now we get to the point where it's coming out with this Laura interview, what she has to say. So Laura Govan said that she beat the F out of Draya because she found out her man at the time, Gilbert Arenas, sent Draya $25,000, moved her to LA, and they were all effing while Draya was sitting in Laura's face pretending to be a friend. She said it was so bad that it never aired on Basketball Wives. Girl.
And on his podcast, and Gilbert said on his podcast, I believe he was with Nick Young.
He told me that story.
Did you see that story where he pretty much talked about what Dre was doing in the backseat and all that stuff? What do you have to say to that about you, Draya, and the Gilbert thing?
So here's what I would say about that. Let me clean that up, because people were like, oh my God, Laura's just a bully, even 10 years ago. Like, oh, she's a bully. She's bullying her. So Gilbert told me that story about Draya. He had a lot to say. And I remember in the context, I think we had broken up, and he was like, well, this is what I did, right? Like, I messed with this girl from Philly, and it was this, and that. She only in the car and blah, blah, blah. What am I supposed to say to that? Besides, I'm young. I'm like, we're young, you know. I'm like, okay, what do you want? We weren't together. What do you want me to say? I'm not going to tell you what I was doing, but okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. And so, at the time, they brought her on Basketball Wives. Draya was brought on Basketball Wives as a friend, if I'm not mistaken, to my sister. I remember that was it. And guess what? I liked her because I was like, oh shit, I like this chick. Like, she's hella cool. She's funny. I had no idea that she was there being Gilbert's jump off. I had no idea. So then when I found out, it was when I was going through some papers at the house, and I saw that he had given her $25,000 and brought her to LA. Let me tell you what I did. Miss Laura Govan, the bad girl at the time, rightfully so. You tell me if you think I love you, but let me tell you.
I was going to say, you don't care anyway.
I don't care. I remember finding the paper. I remember calling my friend and telling her to pick up the kids for me because she was on the emergency. I remember that. And I remember going to where she was filming here in Hollywood down the street. I remember showing up, and I was not supposed to be filming. And I walked past everybody and I beat her, and it did not air. They did not want that to air.
You beat up Draya?
I beat Draya. I think I picked her by her collarbone and threw her. And then I spit on her, and I was trying to get to her even after that. Am I proud of those things? Absolutely not. But what you're not going to do is be my friend. Don't be in my face. And from what I heard, you was the time. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? You help me help you. Where are we supposed to go with this? Because everything at the time, I told you, anybody could get it. I never have a problem till we have a problem. We got a problem. And you're in my face though. And I was her friend. I'm like, back, she used to do my quotes on my Instagram and tweets. She used to be like, no, take that off. Do this. I liked her. So you do me like this?
So wait.
I'm going to do you like that.
So you're saying while Draya and you were on the show together and y'all were developing this friendship and she's in your face, y'all cool as shit, all the while she is sleeping with your man.
Facts.
Knowing that that's your man.
Facts. Mm-hmm. And so what am I supposed to do with this? Besides beat you up? At the time, I I didn't know how to use my words. I just knew how to use hands. You gonna get them.
Well,
and I gave them.
Well,
and it was not good. And I remember the producers, they all dropped their shit and was just like, yo, Laura, it took like 4 people to get me off of her. Grown ass men. And I just showed up.
Girl, well, that's what she said. Now, Draya ends up coming out and says that her and Laura was never friends. Okay. So, here we go. Got to put the reading glasses on. Draya says, I didn't mess with anybody's husband. Let's be clear that no one was married. Let's also be clear that the interactions I had with him were years before I was on the show. I didn't know her then. And I also didn't know her when I agreed to be on the show, or her sister. I didn't even know either of them was going to be on the show. So to say the word friend is a huge stretch. I agreed to go on the show and pretend to be friends with a girl named Gloria, who I did not know was sisters with her. And at the time, even if they would have said her sister, I still wouldn't have known because I didn't know her. I didn't come to social media and bash people. I didn't always have the conscience that I have today. With that being said, I will keep most of what I'm saying polite. To be honest, during my time on the show, it was the highest ratings that it had ever received. Many of y'all won't admit it, but I've brought comedic relief and a breath of fresh air, and most importantly, relatability to the normal girl who watched the show. Draya, baby, you full of shit. We will all agree that you were the show. Hence why we're still asking for you to come back. I think we could all agree that the perfect cast would include you, Susie. Wait, why the fuck did I say Susie? The perfect cast would include you and Royce, okay? You and Royce, any variation, but including you and Royce. Like, everybody is asking for you to come back. So, like, while we all agree on that, Draya, you're also full of shit. You're full of shit. You're full of it. She goes on to say, all of my dirty laundry was aired on the show. And when I say all, I mean all. I have been called some of the worst things on national TV. I'm almost at the end, but I will say my storyline carried the show. Carried. Had there been something involving me, trust and believe it would have been put out there aired for further enjoyment of people that watch trash TV. Again, I don't get on this internet and bash anybody. I certainly don't blame the woman in any situation where I am owed some respect from my man. I don't get on this internet and tell my side of the story often because I respect the fact that it's not only my side. I give a lot of people grace by being quiet and not sharing, but timelines aren't timelining, and I'm sorry to people that can't understand that. Draya, it sounds like you're going to need to come back next season and clear it up for us. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like you're going to need to come back next season and clear it on up for us. That's what it's giving. It's given we're gonna need you to come on back next season, girl, and clean it on up for us. We're gonna need you to clean it on up for us. Okay, and if y'all thought that's where it stopped, oh baby. If you thought that's where it stopped, it kept going. It kept going because baby, Laura even had time to whack Evelyn.
Since you want to be up here talking about who I slept with, who'd you sleep with, since we're talking? But those are things that I'm going to address with her when I get back on that show. Since you don't want to do it when I see you at Whole Foods. And since you don't want to do it when I see you in Porter Ranch anymore. Since you avoided me at Whole Foods, I saw you doing this behind the clerk at the counter, moving as they moved, as I was trying to move to see you. But I had so many bags, I was actually going to come over, but I didn't, and it's okay. I think it was for the best. We'll leave it at that. So that's
Laura Govan, you
money in a game to you, and it's like, after I told you a lot of stuff in the car, producers got that tape, they could run it back, right? But then you want to sit here and you number one stunner. Nobody's talking about you, right? What we doing with the 3-letter words? You the big 3 on every level. We got NBA, we got NFL, we got MLB, we got R&B, we got LMB, that's the Latin, we got the HOV. You might as well get in your CAR and drive away. Like, what are we doing?
The HOV?
She riding HOV lane. Like, what are we doing? Nobody's talking about you. Play fair. Let's play fair.
Baby, Laura is coming in hot. Laura is coming in hot. Okay, coming in hot. Okay, and listen, I don't know. I don't know.
Hey y'all, let's make dinner for that.
I don't know because I want to see Draya come back, but I don't think Draya is gonna come back. Obviously Evelyn's gonna come back, but I feel like Evelyn is probably gonna tell production that she don't want to film with Laura. And I just hope that production tells Evelyn to go to hell. I just hope they tell her to go to hell. But I'm trying to find this video that I was watching earlier. I don't know if I favorited it, but it was a video of somebody talking about Draya. And now I don't know if I favorited it. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. I don't think I did. Yeah, I don't think I did. But it was a video of Draya. Child, it sound like they having a fucking block party on my block. Yeah, I can't find it. But people in the comments was basically saying, oh, well, I'm not mad. Like, it was a whole TikTok basically saying, I'm not mad at Draya. Draya is a hoe, but like Draya got to the bag and she always take care of her kids and she did what she had to do. And I was just like, oh, okay. Okay, it's crazy how y'all like that goalpost be moving and how y'all be picking and choosing depending on whether or not you like somebody. But like the way people was like, oh, I don't feel bad for Laura. Like Draya did what she had to do. Okay. Until it's you and your man. But okay. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about all of this down in the comment box below. And are we here for Laura returning on Basketball Wives season? Whatever season it is going to be. Child, because I was here for it. I did not like the fact that they completely blindsided Laura the way that they did. Evelyn knew what the fuck she was doing by blindsiding her about that old ass book that Shawnee released that nobody read. So I cannot wait. I want her to come back, be full time next season, and I want them to get the book in Evelyn's ass. Okay. And Royce supposed to be coming back. Baby, Royce and can you imagine that? A Royce and Laura tag team on Baby, next season of Basketball Wives about to be everything. Let me know what y'all thought about all of that down in the comment box below, child. As if I give a fuck. And I'll talk to y'all in the next one.